The New York Knicks are presented by Chase, and now there are 9 games to go in their season. Tonight, the Knicks take on the Detroit Pistons at 34 and 39. And the Knicks take the floor knowing they will play the majority of those 9 games right here at Madison Square Garden.
Brian Forte, son of former referee Joe Forte. That one didn't get very high before Drummond threw it back. They should have retipped that one or retossed it. Here's Morris. First shot is good. Morris is a good defender. Harris now picks him up on the switch. Porzingis drives on Morris. Stops, pulls up, back shot's good.
Team fouls. They're one of the leaders.
That is second in the NBA. If Smith gets inside, Drummond right there on the foul. Porzingis steps back, lines it up, knocks down a 3. So.
And you're watching, we mentioned shot selection with KP. He's about 3 feet closer than he normally is, Mike, from behind the arc that time.
The only player averages more rebounds a game than Drummond this year. This is on Whiteside. As Hernan Gomez and the foul.
Should be more.
Well, you look at last year, Carmelo Anthony led the Knicks in assists. And as Morris hits another jumper.
Players because of that right there, quickness. If he could only shoot, Mike.
Drummond on the follow. Harris drives right at Porzingis.
He really thinks that he can help in pick and roll coverage situations, that they can pull him away from the basket. He can shock those guards and still have the quickness to get back to help inside. So that's something that Billy wants to work on.
The games he's missed since being traded to the Pelicans, they're 3-0. As Porzingis knocks down another. Well, he's off to an excellent start on the offensive end. Porzingis went for the steal. Morris kicks it out in the corner. If Smith lines it up and knocks down the 3.
He just must have heard us talking.
Rebound.
Rose silent so far. Hasn't shown the ability to break down the deep.
Finds Hernan Gomez, a lefty slam. Oh, beautiful pass.
So KP was fouled, not shooting.
And it was Harris's second foul, so he comes out. As Derrick Rose jumper's good. Knicks have hit 6 shots in a row. John Lure. Anthony guarded by Lure. Hernan Gomez sets the screen. Nice spot for Anthony. Drills it. 7 straight buckets. Shooting 46-47% later in his career. Morris has had the hot hand from outside. That's his 3rd field goal.
Good D by the Knicks, especially Rose. Out of steal.
Rose inside. Layup is good. Boy, he just attacks the basket.
Yeah, whether it be a little or a bit.
Detroit shooting 61%. Knicks at 65%. Alley-oop! Oh, great connection. Kuzminskas to Porzingis.
And KP.
Nobody near him. And it's 32-28.
Right in front of the Pistons bench with the swish.
And Gomez on another nice feed from Derrick Rose. Knicks with 8 assists here in the opening quarter.
Kuz.
Lure fakes, drives, the runner is good. And here are these 2 prolific scores. They made some of the most beautiful passes. Harris drives, and Lure on the follow.
So again, the Knicks
by Baker. Baker pushing, one man to beat, goes right at Udrich, kicks it out. Kuzminskas off the dribble, up top, Anthony, wide open for 3. And that is beautiful. And when you see it work like that, Clyde, it's just so much fun to watch. Kuzminskas knocks a 3. Question and more at MSGNetworks.com/Cadillac Trivia Sweeps to enter the Cadillac Trivia Sweepstakes for a chance to win. Meaning what?
Takes care of my ride for me.
Anthony hits a 2-pointer. He takes care of all of us with the graphics, that's for sure.
You just shoot the way they're doing.
Both teams have shot so well. Anthony backs in, shot's good. He's 5 of 7 from the field.
Vengeance.
And the steal. Anthony lines up a 3, puts it in. Carmelo Anthony from downtown. Udrich stolen by Holiday. Terrible pass and an easy dunk for Justin Holiday.
Look out.
Smith steals it. Smith to Harris and throws it down. Are you a soccer guy?
Not really, Mike.
Porzingis line drive is good. Working man in the organization. He's the equipment manager, been for years. And he is a soccer crazed nut as Morris kind of battle. This is some of the best ball movement we've seen as Drummond runs down the floor.
The potential is still there for him.
Another extra pass, another bucket. Three-pointer for Carmelo Anthony. In the second quarter.
Hardly been any D at all.
Excellent point, Clyde. Anthony fires away and hits the three-pointer. Carmelo Anthony. Had such a nice ovation in Utah the other night during that halftime ceremony. Porzingis, nice banker. Boy, Porzingis tied up. Bounce pass to Rose. Out to Anthony. Extra pass Lee. Lee, another feed to Rose for the finish. Third steal.
Yep.
Anthony, Hernangomez, Rose, reverse, banks it home. And the Knicks pouring it on right now. Boy, Detroit really in a funk right now. 1-6 their last 7 games. Derrick Rose banks it home. This is a Detroit team last year won Rose. They still haven't scored, and we're halfway through the period. Porzingis drives down, a runner is good. 23 for Porzingis. Knicks have blown it open. They're up 18.
Pistons D'ing up now.
Hernangomez goes at Baines. Reverse is good. Pretty play. 3.5 remaining. Third quarter. Rose steps back, jumper. Oh, Rose has it working again.
Oh yeah, it's superb.
But Rose, like many of the Knicks, offensively has had some good moments. As Schmidt launches and hits the three as the shot clock expired. His feet. Morris, that's a three. The Pistons have a couple of big fourth quarter comebacks this year. Foul to give. Rose against Morris. Steps back. Jumper. It's good at the buzzer. Hung on the rim for a moment. Drops through. And Derrick Rose with 20 points. Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you, Mike.
Wednesday's your birthday?
Yeah.
72, right?
Yeah, they're coming fast.
Baker knocks it down. Slow to get up. Kuzminskis gets into the paint. Out to Holiday. Three-pointers up. It's good. Another case of defense. It's Patrick Ewing for a lot of his development and helping him learn the NBA. And he said to him, what do you remember as Harris throws it down. Stolen by Udrich. Cut it to 14 again.
Another three ball.
And knocks it down. Goes away and Baines the rebound. Knicks haven't scored in 4 minutes. Lure, reverse. Nice move from Lure. Porzingis! Rose to Hernangomez, and off the glass with a foul. This is some of the best passing we've seen the Knicks as a team. It has been a brutal stretch for them. Rose and the foul. Another efficient offensive game for Rose. I just call it cool. Hernangomez drives, flips it up, off the glass. Minutes to go, Knicks up 14. Hernangomez back up top to lead.
Pistons out of desperation.
Rose banks it home.
Close to a season high for him. 30, I think.
Derrick Rose season high this year is 30. That counts on a foul. So after the 0-4 road trip, Knicks come home and snap their losing streak. Get the applause from the fans and defeat the Detroit Pistons. Final score.